Alright guys, time to talk about Skale for the first time since this candle right here on the 13th of August, guys. Now, I want to go ahead and say I did have a true or correct prediction from the other day. I didn't think it would make it much higher, and it didn't. It actually pulled back to about 2.9 cents, but yesterday it had a massive day for some reason. I looked at Twitter, guys. I couldn't find anything on their Twitter, really. And today it is pulling back, but still it is up quite large today. I think about 13% last I looked at it. And sitting at about 4.5 cents at the moment. It did catch support at 4.3 cents right here on this weekly support now, as it is. But again, this is the daily time frame, so that is the wrong time frame really to look at it. But you can see it did get support here. Now, if we zoom out, let me put this on a weekly time frame, just a little bit easier to see. It is breaking this resistance basically, and this goes back to March of 24. So you can see a couple of touch points here, a few touch points here, and today it looks like, we are breaking this. Actually, yesterday we broke it on the daily time frame. And will we come down to retest that? It's possible. We don't have to, of course. But yeah, let's see if this gets a bounce, or if it comes back to touch the top of the Fibonacci 2 would be another good thing to make sure that this is support. So let's see. Looking good for Skale, but I'm not sure why. Now, unfortunately, I have lost my chart from the other day in Binance, guys, so I am using actually Bitget now, and they don't really have a more complete history like Binance. So anyways, we'll do with what we have, and yeah, we are just about to break this little candlestick right here, as you see. And if we can get a little bit higher, basically if we just get above this line here at about 4.6 cents, the volume actually goes down quite a bit, as you see here. Now, jumping over to the Bollinger Bands, guys, you can see that basically this is the most narrow point, and it does appear that it has kind of pinched in, and that's probably why we're seeing a run here. But yeah, on the weekly time frame, that appears that it is the most narrow point. Now, on the daily time frame, let's take a look and see. But yeah, it does kind of look like we did get a little bit of a pinch a few days ago. These blue lines came in on each other. So basically, the daily and weekly Bollinger Bands are pinching on one another. So probably that's why we're seeing such a run. Now, jumping over and looking at the RSI and stochastic, the stochastic here, you can see the blue line is just about to cross the red line to the upside. It's almost overbought though, but it is not. So yeah, now the RSI is pointed extremely to the upside. It is getting to the overbought territory as well, but still in neutral territory for now. But yeah, let's take a look at the daily time frame. Now, the daily time frame, yes, both are overheated, unfortunately. On stochastic, this blue line is just about to cross the red line to the downside. 4-hour time frame, yeah, headed down on both. And the 1-hour time frame, yeah, actually oversold here. Probably will, turn to the upside here on stochastic soon. But the momentum on the RSI is actually flat. It's right on that line. I almost thought it was down, but it's really going sideways right at the midpoint there. So, yeah, maybe that's the best time frame, but it's a really low time frame. So in my opinion, this is probably still going to cool down for a little while. But the longer term time frame, guys, that weekly time frame, still it can make a run. So we're more concerned with the longer term time frames, I would say, because they're a little bit more reliable. But yeah, so the weekly and 1 hour are the best, but the daily and 4-hour, says that it's probably going to cool off for a while. Now, one more indicator to consider, guys, is the MACD, and on the weekly time frame, this does show upside momentum. We do have a large green, a dark green candle actually, and so that is good. Now, on the daily time frame, let's take a look. Yes, we are getting large green candles, the largest we've seen probably in a while. If we go back, let me put this here. Yeah, we haven't seen this really since December. And this is just the first few candles here. And it took a while to build up to this level here. So, yeah, this, may be some new excitement for Skale. But yeah, momentum is to the upside, both on the weekly and daily time frames, which are the most reliable time frames. I don't look at anything less, though, on the MACD. So, anyways, yeah, it looks good in my opinion. Now jumping over to the tokenomics of Skale, guys, it's the number 287 coin, up about 13.5% at the moment. Now it has about 7 billion max supply, as you see here, and most of this is circulating at the moment. The all-time high was $1.22 about 4 years ago, guys, 96% down at the moment. So that's why I'm hesitant to say that this is going to see its all-time high. But, you know, I said the other day I'd be happy with about 50 or 60, maybe 70 cents. And yeah, I don't feel it's going to make its all-time high, although it's somewhat of a new coin. This really came out during the end of the bull cycle, or maybe we can say the beginning of the bear cycle, in 2021, 22. So I don't know, guys. I just think it's probably not going to see that, unfortunately, but we're still going to see, you know, massive gains. It's still going to probably go up about, you know, a 10x. I just don't see it going up like a 20x. Now, before I go a little farther in this video, guys, you can claim some bonuses on my favorite crypto exchanges below, and you can also get Moodix here with a free 7-day trial, and you can follow me on X here, guys. Now, jumping over to Bitcoin on a weekly time frame, you can see that we are getting rejected right here, guys, and we've been here for like 6 weeks at the moment. Now, on a daily time frame, we are coming up slightly. We lost this as support yesterday, but again, this is the daily time frame, not weekly like this support is. So as long as it closes a weekly candle above this, then we're all, you know, all is good basically. So let's see what happens. The all-time high is up here at this blue line, and if we look at the CME gap, that is now closed, guys. I have deleted it here because yesterday it came down far enough that it closed that gap. So like I said, you know, we probably had about a 70% chance of closing it at that point, but you know, if we would have been up here at 125 still, I would say it's more likely that we didn't close the gap. But, you know, fortunately we did, and we don't really have to worry about that gap anymore. Now, taking a look at Ethereum, guys, we are fighting the Fibonacci once again. We did fight it on the 12th of August, got a rejection. On the 13th, we pushed through, but yesterday we lost this due to PPI. And let's see, the next daily resistance is up here at 48.15, and the all-time high sits up here at this blue line, guys. So we're not far away. Once we get through this, I believe, you know, Ethereum is probably going to pump pretty quickly to the upside. Jumping over to the total market cap, guys, we're sitting at around $4 trillion at the moment, so that's nice to see. We're back in the fours. Now, if we take a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, we're fighting the 1.62 trillion mark, just slightly over that. Next up is 1.71 trillion on a monthly time frame. Now, jumping over to the Bitcoin monthly returns, you can see August is about 2.5% up. The average is about 1.81, so we're doing better than the average. Now, the quarterly returns, guys, you can see that Bitcoin has had 2 good quarters. I mean, 40% up, but Ethereum is about 120% up during that time. Now, taking a look at the dominance, guys, it is falling pretty heavily. We really haven't seen this area since about end of January, early February, so looking good. We're probably going to get support here at 58.61. We'll see what happens when we get there. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, we probably will see people put back in their USDT because yesterday it surged up. So yeah, I think throughout the weekend we're going to see this, of course. Now, taking a look at the dollar, it is falling, so that means we should have a stronger Bitcoin, but yeah, it did get a rejection here at 98.21. Now, the altcoin season index is at a 53. It's been stuck there basically for a day or so. I'm not sure why it hasn't updated during that time. Liquidation heat map, almost 1 billion have been wrecked still. So 967 million to be exact here. And yeah, you can see ETH longs, they're actually getting more wrecked. So yeah, the longs actually across the board are getting wrecked, unfortunately. Fear and greed is a 60, so we did cool down a lot, and thanks to PPI. So next update in about 17 hours and 14 minutes. The bull market peak indicators, still 0 from 30 have been hit. It's still 100% whole, guys, so nothing really to worry about. If we zoom in on the Pi cycle top indicator, you know, of course this orange line is coming up, but this green line doesn't look like it wants to meet it anytime soon. Now today for the economic calendar, we do have core retail sales, we do have New York Empire State Manufacturing Index, we have industrial production, but mainly we have Michigan numbers, guys. So let's see what it says. If these are good, it can really help us. Now, yesterday we had a bad PPI, so Moodyx shows that the sentiment is still risk on, but the trend is sideways. And today, right now, it's not so good as you see, so we have a negative day, but the week is still positive. The month, though, is slightly red as well, so but the year is green. But sentiment is still risk on for now. Now, because of the PPI yesterday, we saw another flip here, guys. So there is still 7% believing that we're not going to get a cut, whereas this number was pretty much on the other side, and they were entertaining the idea of a half-point cut. So because PPI was so bad, probably just going to get a quarter-point cut here, unfortunately. Now, Trueflation has gone up a little bit too, so and it's gone up pretty drastically, I would say, because just maybe a week ago we were sitting around like 1.6, 1.7% or so, and now we're up about a 0.5% almost. Now, jumping over to Crypto Bubbles, guys, you can see that pretty much today is a little bit ugly. We do have just a couple of green candles here. Unfortunately, Skale is not in the top 100 coins, so it's not showing here. However, the last hour looks better, so I'll leave that here. Anyways, guys, if you want to stake your Skale, go to Coinondo and type in SKL, for example, and you will find some deals. There's only 6 deals. Now, keep in mind, Binance has this very high, and that's going to come down as soon as this stops pumping. So they don't want to hold your coins. They don't want you to sell your coins. They want you to hold them and think you're going to get a lot of Skale from staking, but this will gradually go down once this, cools down. So be careful. Anyways, do your homework. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. Like I said, use those links that I have down below, guys. Of course, I do get some commission. It's a very small commission, but it really helps me out, helps keep me motivated, helps keep this channel going. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys so much. We're way above 1,500 subscribers now, and I really appreciate it, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.